At the edge of the grid, far from city noise and human routine, there are buildings that wake up without lights turning on. No doors opening, no voices echoing down the halls, just systems breathing quietly on their own. Most people imagine architecture as something made for us, homes, offices, cities filled with movement. But this place was designed for the opposite, to function best when no one is inside. On paper, it's called a zero-occupancy nuclear facility. In reality, it's one of the most radical architectural ideas ever built. Facilities like Idaho National Laboratory and experimental reactors overseen by International Atomic Energy Agency pushed a question most architects never face. What if the safest building is the one humans never enter? Traditional nuclear plants were built around people. Control rooms full of engineers, maintenance corridors, human judgment at every critical moment. But humans make mistakes. They get tired. They misread signals. So engineers flipped the logic. Instead of asking how people can safely operate a reactor, they asked how a reactor could safely operate itself. That shift changed everything. Walls grew thicker, not for comfort, but for time. Concrete wasn't just structural, it became a passive safety system. Some walls are measured not in inches, but in meters. There are no windows, no natural light, no reason to orient the building toward beauty. Every angle exists for containment, every curve designed to redirect pressure, heat, and force back into itself. Inside, the architecture feels almost alien. Rooms designed for machines, not bodies. Ceilings too low for comfort, too high for intimacy. Corridors where no footsteps are expected. Instead of human monitoring, the building watches itself. Sensors replace sight. Algorithms replace instinct. Redundancy replaces heroics. If temperatures rise, the reactor slows automatically. If power fails, gravity takes over. Cooling systems designed to work without pumps, without commands, without intervention. The building doesn't wait for permission to save itself. This is architecture that assumes we will not be there when things go wrong. Even maintenance is treated differently. Robotic arms, remote cranes, shielded zones accessed only by machines built to take radiation humans never could. In some designs, the most important rooms are sealed forever once the reactor goes live. No entry, no return. The building becomes a long-term object, measured not in years, but in generations. What's striking is how quiet this architecture is. No grand facades, no symbolic towers, no skyline presence. Its power is invisible, its confidence is silent. These structures don't try to impress, they try to endure. And that may be the most unsettling part. We're used to buildings that need us, lights that turn on when we arrive, spaces that fall apart when abandoned. This one is the opposite. It assumes absence, it plans for silence, it expects to be alone. In a way, it's the purest form of functional architecture ever created, a place where human presence is the risk factor, not the solution. As energy systems move toward automation, AI control, and remote oversight, this idea is spreading. Small modular reactors, autonomous energy campuses, facilities designed to run safely even if the world outside goes dark. Architecture no longer centered on people, but on responsibility. These buildings won't be remembered for how they look, they'll be remembered for how little they needed us. And maybe that's the quiet lesson hiding inside their walls. That the future of power isn't louder, it isn't bigger, it's calmer, more patient, and built to keep going, even when no one is watching.